kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And is it the apple or the cart that comes first, right? Are we leading, we as an industry, leading what consumers want, in suppressor specifically? Or are consumers like, hey, I finally see the value in these things.
Yeah.
Maybe they are not what the media has portrayed them to be.
Yeah.
On the Range Podcast with Luke Hartle and Mark Kelley.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On the Range Podcast with Warhawk Tactical and Kelley Defense. I am Mark Kelley from KelleyDefense.com, and joined with me, as always, is my co-host and friend from Warhawk.com, Rick Hogg. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, going great. Big shout out to Recoil Magazine for the invite out here to CANCON 2025 in the Carolinas. We've got Luke with Recoil Magazine as our guest today. So, Luke, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Yeah, man.
It's a pretty cool event, isn't it?
Dude,
it's a very good
It's a great
event.
event. You know, so big shout out for you guys for the invite. Appreciate it.
No, appreciate having me here.
This is our first CANCON event. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you go out here and kind of look around, absolutely amazing. You know, the amount of suppressors you have out here, companies. Then you got, obviously, your consumers out here today. So, absolutely fantastic event.
I'm a self-proclaimed introvert, right? So that's why I get behind the computer screen and I can even hide behind a camera or stuff like this most of the time.
Yeah.
But out here, I can't really hide. However, when you get this many like-minded people together,
Yes.
people are just crazy about firearms.
Yeah.
Specifically suppressors for these CANCON events. I mean, it's like a little family. I don't know 3% of these people, but it's just everybody's smiling, everybody's having fun. It's cool.
That's
really
what
cool.
it's all about, building
Yeah.
that community.
Yeah.
A lot of innovation we've seen from some of these companies. It's just, I mean, some of them I never thought we would see some of the innovative things that they're doing. And it's just been great to have them on the show and see them out there with their companies and people blasting.
I think you hit the nail on the head, right? That's been the challenge because you can take a bunch of suppressors and in a way, it's made the best marketing team win, right? Because product A from company A looks like product B from company B. In a funny way, I think people don't buy suppressors necessarily based on, at least the first factor is not necessarily based on sound suppression or sound profile,
Yep.
right? How big is it? What's the weight? What's the length?
Yep.
And honestly, may the best marketing team win, right? So all that to say, I think we're finally coming full circle. People are starting to be more educated about what suppressors are, how they work, different price points, and therefore that is forcing the innovation to come. And a lot of guys are really stepping up.
Yeah. I think so, too. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Luke, tell us a little bit about you, just so the viewers, listeners know who you are and what you got going on.
Well, I think the biggest name within Recoil has always been Ian Harrison. He's been with the organization forever. He's the editor-in-chief of Recoil. And I like to say that I am the guy who tries to tell Ian what to do. It doesn't work very often. But I try to, okay, boss, we got to do this.
Yes.
So I am the editor-in-chief of Gun Digest, but I'm also kind of the, I guess, the editorial director, if you will, just oversee big projects, kind of the gray man between our editorial team and our sales team to make sure we're a sustainable business, but also that we're minding the editorial integrity that all of the, the Recoil Concealment Gun Digest brands were built upon, right? That we are staying true and honest to the consumer. So
I always thought it'd be difficult, and someone in your positions particularly, is pointing that attention in the right direction as well. Because you have to take the trends into account, and these things are changing so quickly.
You're absolutely right, and not only take the trends into account, but also try to stick your finger to the wind and say, all right, what's the next trend that's coming, right?
Man.
Try to get in front of it, and that serves everybody best, and we're good at our jobs, and we can do that. It's not always the case, but it's, to your point earlier, it's fun to watch the innovation. A lot of that stuff kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And is it the apple or the cart that comes first, right? Are we leading, we as an industry, leading what consumers want, in suppressor specifically? Or are consumers like, hey, I finally see the value in these things.
Yeah.
Maybe they are not what the media has portrayed them to be, right?
Well.
And then the consumer is pushing that. So does it really matter? I don't know. But all I know is people want suppressors, and it's events like this kind of hammer that home, right?
Yeah.
And Luke, I think you're bringing a great point. People need to be educated.
Yeah.
And when you start watching mainstream media and all this anti-gun stuff, so maybe you might be thinking, hey, especially from the hunting standpoint, hey, why do I need to go out there? Could I not run my rifle suppressed?
Yep.
But people have told you, oh, this is evil, and I think Carl summed it up best. It's an assassin's tool, and all this other garbage they want to tell you. Hey, let's start putting that mainstream off to the side, getting some good information, getting educated on what the product actually is, and then go from there.
You're 1,000% correct, and I know we got guys up and down. Well, let me say this. There are so many different words to describe a can being one of them that we screw on the end of a barrel, whether it's suppressor, can, silencer. Personally, I hate to say silencer because I just feel like that's so deceiving, and I understand that's a bit of an old school perspective. Yep. And silencer is certainly not wrong. I mean, there are companies with silencer in their name.
Yeah.
It's not incorrect, but I'm a big suppressor guy. Like, I like suppressor. I feel like let's start that education process and get people going that way. But to that same point, when I started expanding my horizons when it comes to suppressors, the biggest piece to me was just how different each can is. And I know that should be very, very obvious. Yeah. But you've got to shoot so many like we can do here. Go from one and then shoot the next one and shoot the next one, which is challenging to do in a lot of situations.
Yep.
And to highlight that is we had a suppressor test that we did last year. We got a pile of cans in. And then myself, I come at this from a hunting background. I never served, right? So my firearm knowledge was kind of a farm boy who just got addicted to shooting stuff and then hunting, and that's my background. Most of the recoil guys have all served, right? Military guys. So what they want, or the type of suppressor they want on their equipment, is not what the can that they put on a 12.5-inch AR is not the suppressor in most situations that I'd put on a 18 or 20-inch bolt-action rifle for hunting, right?
Right.
And as the technology, we keep using that word, right? Technology, as that it continues to expand, we as consumers don't have to wait so long with the government. Everything is getting slowly, albeit way too slowly, easier and easier, which is allowing people to have more specialized cans. Nobody's getting a 30 cal not nobody, that's not a fair statement. Fewer and fewer people are getting one can to service all their firearms, right?
Yeah.
Just because, again, cost is coming down. We know more about them as consumers. The wait isn't as long.
Yeah.
Tax stamp dollars are going away. You know, everything. Every little bit helps. It's slowly we're heading in the right direction.
Talking about coming out here and doing the job that you do, what were you hoping to accomplish here for the CANCON for recoil?
Job assignments, if you will.
Yep.
Always trying to keep our nose to the wind for anything new. CanCon's been going on for, I should know this off the top of my head, but let's say 5-6 years, I think. And as we've built it, we're starting to have companies who are launching their suppressors at CanCon, which has been really awesome.
Yeah.
Really awesome for them and for us. I mean, we're so happy when people do that.
Yeah.
So keeping my nose to the wind for that type of stuff, getting to shoot them. And one of the coolest things for me is, yes, getting to go and actually shoot. But during that shooting cycle, or the shooting process, if you will, the shooting experience, let's call it, all the way through from...
And it really is an experience.
Yes,
yeah.
the shooting experience, in my opinion, it's sometimes hard to actually get a good beat on what a suppressor sounds like. What I like to do, I mean, I shoot them all. What I like to do is actually just walk slowly, and you can just different sound profiles. I don't know if that can I'm hearing right now is throwing out 136 decibels or 142. I don't know, and I don't care.
Yeah.
But you can really hear the sound profiles. Despite what the numbers are, that one sounds good to me. That one doesn't. Like, oh, maybe that company right there should do a little more R&D because it's loud.
Is that suppressed?
Exactly right. And there have been a couple instances like, oh, hey, every muzzle here should have a suppressor on it. And it was.
Yeah.
Or it was a flash hider that looked like a suppressor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
but it just walk up and down. And it's a cliche thing to say, but try before you buy, right? It's just one place where you can hear them all, you can shoot them all. It's just so much fun.
And you bring up a great point, Luke, right? So try it before you buy it. And a lot of people, and I don't say this to talk down to anybody, but people don't fully understand all the benefits you're getting out of your suppressor. So, you're getting your sound, right? The flash and dust mitigation really isn't a major concern for your civilian market, but really your recoil mitigation is. And depending on, how you're trooping the line, what different ones, a lot of people you see out there, they're just ripping shots, and I'm like, are you even getting anything out of that? Are you feeling what that suppressor is really doing?
Yeah.
So to me, if I was the consumer, man, I'd have my little checklist. Hey, who am I have to go to? Right? I want to go here, here, and here.
Exactly.
And I'm going to take my time.
Yeah.
Hey, how does that recoil feel? Yep. Just like you said, beautiful. Walk the rear. Just get that sound profile. Ooh, I'm getting attracted over here. I don't know who's over there, but
Exactly right.
Let's go take a peek over there.
You said it more concisely than I did, right? You almost hear more when you're not on the trigger. Shoot it, see if it's blowing back in your face like crazy, if that's going to be a problem. But I can hear better when I'm just walking around.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a couple of bays where you're like, holy, I was like, I can't even believe that's got that in their description.
Hang on.
I'm trying not to look directly at them. I don't want anybody to know who we're talking about, but I feel like everybody knows.
Yeah. Oh,
you can hear it, to your point.
Oh, it was brutal for us.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the beauty, if you want to call it the suppressor market, right? There's different variants out there. And hey, we as the consumers ultimately get to choose what we want to do and go from there. So, I mean.
Yep, that's the wonderful part about it. And it's, I had one of my videographers this morning say something interesting. He's been with me for 3 or 4 years now, or I've been working with him for 3 or 4 shows. He's like, it's funny how much more comfortable I've gotten just being around guns. I mean, he's a producer, right? So guns are not in his background.
Yeah.
And we had a neat little conversation as a guy who's been shooting forever. It's so easy to lose sight of that perspective, right? Or forget what it's like for someone who's not as comfortable. And that kind of made me take a step back and say, you know what? For a lot of the folks who are here, they maybe have never shot suppress.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a wonderful experience to be able to do that in a non-judgmental environment. Just step up and give it a go. And as that comes, you get the experience, then the comfort comes with it too.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And then you just keep diving deeper.
Yeah,
deeper.
the chance of someone having a very negative impression right off the bat here is going to be exponentially lower than it would be if they just went to a regular target range or some kind of other range day at like SHOT or something.
Yep, and we try very, very hard with and our partners have been absolutely amazing. We've got more than 40 lanes with X number of guns. I don't know. If every lane I'm not going to do the math. More than 40 live fire lanes. Every muzzle is suppressed, and we really push home with these people that are people as in our partners. Like, send up your crew for any brand who's really good with folks, those guys who know the product really, really well. If you've got an events team that works trade shows, consider if those are right for you, because you're going to be talking to first-time shooters. You're going to be talking to a guy who wants to know, how long it takes you to 3D print product. You're going to see everything.
Everything.
So, it needs to be comfortable. That's number one, because if somebody leaves here angry, that's no good. That's not what we want as an organization putting this event on, and as a member of the suppressor community. That's not what I want.
It's no good. It's no good for anybody.
No.
Right?
Nobody wins.
And that's a huge point that I hate to say. Our industry is a cutthroat industry.
It is.
We love to eat our own.
We do.
And if we would just work together. Now, here's the thing. We can work together all day long. Doesn't mean we got to go drink beers together.
Agreed.
Right?
Yep.
We can work together. Do I need to badmouth your product? Nope, I don't. Can I sit there and go, hey, I don't like your product because of this, this, and this? Absolutely. Right? That's a fair assessment.
It is.
But when we start doing the personal attacks, or then you got people, stealing each other's technology, right?
Is.
And then you try to be cordial and go, hey, man, maybe you're not aware. That was our technology. You would think they would go, okay, my bad.
Yep.
But it's too much feuding in-house. But like you said, it drives the point home. If somebody leaves out of here with a bad experience, dude, you potentially lost that customer forever.
Yeah.
Or gun rights advocate.
Sure.
Well, that's a
Right.
great point,
Yeah.
too. Yeah. There's a couple of booths that we hit that, Rick, that I thought, man, the whole entire experience from the time you walked up to them until the time you fired your last shot with whatever products they're showcasing, it was just unbelievable. And there's some that don't do it quite as well. And those folks, and I hope, whoever is attending here and has a booth, go check out some of the other booths and see what they're doing. I hope that they're already doing that, just to see if there's something that you can do to better have that experience with that because these are end users.
Yeah.
Which I really like, because SHOT really isn't the end user
Oh,
anymore.
God, SHOT's horrible.
So, yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is our first time here.
Good.
We just absolutely had a fantastic experience.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
No, so you guys, you guys gave us the invite. Super thankful
Oh,
for
man.
it.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, happy to hear.
It just if you want to say from the vendor backside, just you guys putting everything together, putting the information out. On the Range podcast. Look, we are in prime real estate right
Yeah,
here.
dude.
man.
Right here, baby.
You could have stuck us in the back 40 or over by the freaking Porta Johns, right? No.
Hey, that's happened to us before, by the way.
Oh, dude. We won't get into that. But no, this is
Oh, man.
prime spot, right?
Yeah.
Super hospital. Hey, it's always, what do you need? What can we do to help, right?
Yeah,
Always looking
that's-
to advance the needle. So you guys,
Well, thank you. And it's our entire crew. It's for the love of the game. And I'll say some things maybe I shouldn't. I'll keep them. Everybody's like, what? What?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's break this down. Suppressors, brass tacks. So there are huge margins on making suppressors from a dollar standpoint.
oh, yeah.
There are some companies who it's become very obvious. I mean, we're all trying to make money. My kids want to eat. Your kids want to eat. You know, we're
Yeah.
trying to keep gas in the truck, keep
It's
food in the
business.
dog.
Yeah.
It's business.
Yeah, I got it.
Get it.
Yeah.
There are some companies who work really, really hard to, grow their product lines, and then it's a tough statement to say. But then there are some who, it's clear they're like, oh, huge margins on suppressors. Suppressors are really moving right now. Let's hop in and see what we can do.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, just walk the line, and it becomes quickly evident by the smiles of the people working there and the sounds coming out of their suppressors. Who's in it for what? And that's, I mean, I'm not, anybody who wants to jump in and play the game, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but it's for the love of the game that really matters.
Well-
And that's what I think you were hitting at. And
Yeah.
I overshared by saying that's
that's
where we're at. We just love doing this because for the love of cans. And
that's the thing, Luke, right? What can I do as manufacturer X to move this needle just a little bit more, right? How can I bring my can a little quieter, a little lighter,
Yeah.
a little whatever?
Yep.
Right? That's all we're asking for.
Exactly right. And that's a great point that I did not hit on. You'll see representatives, people working the booths from company A, B, C, or D, overshooting and talking with the people at E, F, G, and H, right? It's an opportunity. Test your cans audibly against other manufacturers. Hear them.
Yeah.
Shoot them. Talk to those people. You know, a lot of times there's collabs going on. Guys start working on projects together.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a measuring stick. Where do I, as a manufacturer, stand in this whole thing? And I think it's pretty eye-opening for a lot of folks. And it's so much fun. Like I
Yeah,
said.
and it's fun to see some of the smaller. We had a young man on the show yesterday. He was a lot of fun, and they were a very small company. And man, the innovation and the products that they have, the
Yeah.
marketing ideas that they're trying out,
Yep.
it's a blast. And I just hope, I don't want to overstep my talking about them directly, but I really hope like companies like that really do well, because
But-
it was so much fun to see them. And we went over and spent
Yeah,
some time with them at their booth.
That was the key part. It was
Yeah.
enough. We had enough of an impact right
Yes.
here on the show to go, hey, we're going to your booth.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go see what you got
Yeah.
going on, because you set that hook.
Do you just see the fire in their eyes, right? As
Oh,
much as-
man.
yeah.
Yeah. Just the their little buzzwords for marketing stuff. I got to see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? And sure enough, so they did
Yeah.
fantastic job. But and they're a small company, right? That's what I love to see.
And they'll win because of it,
Yep.
right?
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, really appreciate you being on the show. Really appreciate the invite that you guys extended. And we just had a blast here. It's been the most fun for
Yeah.
one of the shows that we've done in a long time.
Yeah.
Good. I'm so
So-
happy. Yeah, no, thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
the more the merrier, and I couldn't say that more sincerely.
Yeah.
Happy
and then
you're here.
we did notice that they're going to do this show again instead of going out west and then coming back.
Yep.
In the so what were those dates again?
May 8 and May 9. That's again, so we have a VIP day, and those tickets will go on sale. It's always Thursday through Saturday. So
Okay.
VIP day is always on Thursday.
Yep.
And then, so that would be what, May 7th? I can do simple math.
Yes.
So then May 8th, Friday, May 9th, Saturday is when the main event's going to be held again. And
Okay.
that's
And
open
that's
to the public.
Here in South Carolina.
Here in South Carolina again.
Yep.
Yeah, we had historically held that out west, but a big guy like myself in a black shirt in Phoenix at the
Ooh.
end of April.
That's one. It's
I'm
a
like,
little
hey,
toasty.
Toasty. Yeah.
So, no, it just obviously we try to not step on anybody else's toes with other local events. Our
Yeah.
vendors have to, we're trying to compete for their time,
Yeah, yeah.
compete for the consumer's time. So
Yep.
it just made sense, and this has been such a phenomenal location for us here.
Yes.
No, this
to
is
come back in the spring. Yeah.
So this place is a gold mine.
Isn't it cool?
So much to the point where I want to chat with them going, hey, man, can I run open enrollment stuff out here? Now,
Oh, dude.
now, granted, getting out back here, hope they got a better strip.
Oh man.
Fair.
Because the first
Yeah.
time you roll out here, Hey, man, where are we going?
Yeah, we dead-ended at some full-service RV hookups.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, man. He's like, yeah, I think it's over. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
over
very
there.
good.
Yeah. Turn right at the gate, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Luke, as far as Recoil Magazine, Gun Digest, all that stuff, where's the best place people can find that at?
Yeah. Let me give you 2 websites. One is recoilweb.com.
Okay.
That's or maybe just a couple of websites. Recoilweb.com.
As many as you want.
And all these brands are under our umbrella. So we've got recoilweb.com, which is kind of our concealment. Off Grid has a website, of course, too. And Recoil, more the tactical side of stuff, right?
Okay.
I work on Gun Digest. So that's gundigest.com. All these, of course, we're still rocking with the magazines, have our social brands, our websites. Gun Digest is more historical. We still cover all the new stuff as well, but I like to dig a little bit deeper. I've got a piece in there that, or a regular piece in there called Behind the Brand, which is where we take the products of Company X, set them aside, and we really look at the people and the philosophies that make the
love that.
product. Just digging deep, right?
Love
There's
that.
so
That's
many
awesome.
cool stories out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So that's the Gun Digest side of things. We also have Blade. When we run Blade Show Atlanta side of the business, that's amazing. I'm more of a gun guy, but a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool custom knife makers.
You got the Blade Show going
We
on here as
do,
well.
we do,
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah.
so many passionate people there too.
Yep.
And then carnivoreweb.com, that's the one that's true to my heart. I mean, I love shooting guns, but I love shooting them at critters that I can chase and then I can eat. That's, do it all, but that is my passion. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll link everything in the show notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys are great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, brother. Greatly
All right.
appreciate it. For the re-
Oh, man. Go ahead, buddy.
no, I'm just gonna.
I was just going to say, hey, if you like this content and you want to see more of it, go to ontheRangePodcast.com and check out the website because the crew members always get the show continuing over on their page every single time, don't they, Rick?
Yes, they do. And for the rest of you guys, be an athlete, be dangerous, and we'll see you on the range.